What's up everybody and welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at this 2026 Toyota 4Runner. This one is the TRD Sport 4-wheel drive Premium, finished off in the Heritage Blue. MSRP is just over $58,000. So let's get right into this modern body-on-frame SUV, see what it has to offer. Underneath the hood of this 2026 Toyota 4Runner TRD Sport, you're going to find the iForce engine. This is going to be a 2.4 liter inline 4-cylinder turbocharged engine, pumping out 278 horsepower with 317 pound-feet of torque. This gets an 8-speed automatic transmission, has a 4-wheel drive system. It's going to be running on a 19-gallon fuel tank, and you can expect 19 miles per gallon in the city with 25 out on the highway. Overall curb weight is around 4,800 pounds, and max towing capacity is 6,000 pounds. The overall length is 194.9 inches with wheelbase at 112.2. Width is 78 and height is 72.6 inches. For the styling with the 2026 Toyota 4Runner, certainly has a nice rugged appearance and very similar to previous generations as well. So they've kept a lot of the classic 4Runner designs in the newest vehicle. You have these nice LED headlights with a black housing, standard bulbs for turn signals, just a black upper grille with a chrome Toyota logo, and then down below we have a safety sensor, forward-facing camera, parking sensors, and then you're going to see LED fog lights. This one gets an air dam on the lower side with metal recovery hooks. You have this gloss black trim throughout the center and just a nice boxy appearance up in front. For the hood, there's a lot of sharp body lines. This TRD Sports get this nice trim piece right in the center. I like how it's finished off in black. And then around the side, we have body colored front fenders. You're going to see a nice set of 20-inch wheels with this multi-spoke look, two-tone color, TRD logo right in the center. A lot of sculpture throughout the side profile, sharp line within the door panels, and then you're going to see gloss black and body color on the door handles. We have body colored mirror caps with an integrated turn signal and camera, and then all the black trim throughout the windows. Up above, you can see your sunroof. We have the roof rails as well, and I love how the third glass window curves upwards towards the roof line. Got the TRD Sport logo as well. And then for the overall side profile, it's very similar to the previous generation 4Runners with just the overall proportions. You have the nice sculpture throughout the fender arches, and it just really comes together nicely. Up in the rear, we're going to get an integrated spoiler finish off in the body color. We have our third brake light. The wiper blade is hidden underneath, and we still have that power sliding rear glass. You have a nice set of LED taillights with a dark housing, and then there's more parking sensors throughout the rear. That gloss black trim throughout the center, and then your trailer hitch receiver right in the center. You're going to see 4Runner written out in the satin black color, and then we have Toyota in the center. There's also going to be a camera, and then of course we have your buttons to lock and unlock it, and then use that power sliding rear glass. So I love the new styles, and they did a great job just modernizing the previous generation. For the key fob, just your typical Toyota one. If I go ahead and lock the vehicle, of course it has a smart key. You can just grab the handle, and we can take a look at the black SofTex interior. Now for the door panel, you are going to get some plastic all around the upper section. We have memory seating, window and mirror controls, a nice grab handle, padded armrests, and then the TRD name written down below. You have more storage, sporty looking pedals, and then we also have power controls on the seats. We have the nice SofTex material, and then this cool camo style throughout the whole insert with the perforated design as well. So definitely a nice design throughout this interior, being the premium. And then we have a black leather wrapped steering wheel with a dimpled leather on the sides, and the Toyota badge right in the center. And then now inside the 2026 Toyota 4Runner, keep my foot on the brake. We can go ahead and fire it up. We have the comfort access, so the steering wheel and seat went ahead and got into position. For the steering wheel now, we have controls on the left side for audio, voice commands. You also have track, and you have all the cruise control settings on the right. Windshield wipers are all going to be on the right stalk, and then on the left stalk we have headlights and turn signals. For the gauge cluster, what we're used to seeing for all of the Toyotas, you can see different presets that are going to pop up. Then if I hold the OK icon, you can actually scroll through the center screen as well as the left and right side. So you're going to be able to view all sorts of different trip information throughout this car. So I like how simple everything looks, really can't complain with any of that. Down below we have the headlights. You're able to adjust, fuel cap, tailgate release, automatic high beams. And we have some silver trim throughout the air vent, JBL audio system, harder dashboard. However, there is going to be a removable JBL speaker. So this is great for taking to certain places. It's always going to be nice and charged. You're gonna see more hidden storage in the upper section of the dashboard with silver trim. And then we have a nice large glove box. And then we have the upgraded screen in this one. So you'll get full screen nav once it's set up. Of course, all of your audio, CarPlay will all pop up here as well once connected. You have a couple basic things popping up throughout the screen. And then you also have a vehicle alert if anything. You're gonna see settings. You can easily go through all of this. And then if we go ahead and pop this into reverse, you have a very large backup camera. I like how you can set up on an auto. We also have different views you're able to take a look at. We have the 360 one as well. So definitely a great camera system with the large screen. Volume's right in the center. We also have your air vents and then single zone climate control. So we have our temperature on this left side, fan speed on the right, heated and ventilated seating, heated steering wheel, and then we have a couple different toggles. You have the defrost, you also have your different modes, air conditioning as well. It's gonna be a wireless phone charging pad with storage as well as plugs. You have a nice large grab handle. TRD name is written on the shifter. Then we have some four-wheel drive selections. We have our four-wheel drive low as well. Then there's drive modes and a tow and haul mode. You can easily cycle through here, get a nice depiction, tow and haul, shortcut to the camera, and tapping that, you're gonna get this nice 360 design. You're gonna see cup holders in the center with silver trim, kind of a rubber padded armrest, and then a lot of storage down below. One last look at the interior. Overall, I like the shape and style. I think they really did a good job making the old 4Runner a lot more modern with this new generation. Got that sunroof up above, all of those controls, as well as the rear glass. So we can easily slide that down, which is certainly an awesome feature for the 4Runner. And then up in front of that, we're gonna get a nice sunglass holder, and then just a more basic mirror with garage door buttons underneath. Moving on to the rear seat space, I can just grab the handle and open it up. Door panel is gonna be finished off just like the front. You're just gonna get the plastic up above, padded armrest, and we have the JBL speaker and a cup holder. Extra storage in there with the grab handle, and then all the same seating with the nice perforated material with that camo style. As you can see, 3 people in back. And then in the center, we have a nice armrest with cup holders, and there's gonna be climate vents. We have a couple plugs, and there's gonna be storage behind these seats as well. These seats do recline quite a lot with the lever right here, and then we can even get these to fold down flat or tumble forward for space into the back. So hopping into the back seat with the Toyota 4Runner. So being that they recline a lot, that really does help make this kind of a mid-size, smaller size SUV pretty useful for the family. You're gonna see a lot of headroom. Legroom is decent. My knees are just barely touching, and the seat maybe is a couple inches low. So again, this isn't a luxury focused SUV. It is a roomy, family, rugged style vehicle. But it's good enough in a pinch. You know, car seats will fit decent back here. Not the biggest vehicle in the world. So again, it doesn't exactly have all the crazy space that you would expect in some bigger vehicles. But in a pinch, you know, I grew up with 4Runners. We've had a 4Runner in the family for over 20 years. And they're kind of the same size throughout the different generations. Certainly a fine family SUV with that rugged and capable style. For the cargo space, if I go ahead and press that lower button, we can slide down this rear glass where you can get good access right into the cargo space. You can also then press the upper one and get it to slide up and lock the vehicle at the same time. You're gonna see a button right back here. It'll unlock and then go ahead and pop open the power gate. Now for this one being just the non-hybrid, we do have a pretty good amount of storage space. Got a nice net in here as well. And the floor is gonna be nice and flush with the bottom. If you have the hybrid, you're gonna have like a 6-inch gap, and then you can get rear seats, a third row, in this combination for a 4Runner. So I've gone ahead and tumbled forward those seats to where you can get a really large flat area. And then if we go back through, I went ahead and moved the front seats forward just a little bit to give me room for these headrests. But if I just pull this and keep it down, you can now have the flat folding seats. So if I then push this, lock it into place, while they fold nearly flat, there is gonna be kind of that bump, but nonetheless, still a very practical SUV given the design. We also have all these storage areas in back, which obviously appear to accommodate a third row seat. Then you're gonna get lighting, speakers as well, and then just the nice carpeted floor mat. From here, there are speakers up above, and then we can just press this button once and automatically close up the tailgate. All right, so setting off now in the 4Runner, pedal to the floor, getting up to speed nicely. You know, the turbo engine I actually like better than I originally thought, especially with the 4Runner with the insulated hood panel. It's really not a noisy engine. It doesn't really sound like just a little 4-cylinder. So it has a nice little beefy tone, especially in sport mode. It does sharpen that soundtrack up a little bit, but it gets up to speed well, very much better than the old V6 ever did. So at least the base offering in this new 4Runner is a lot better than the only offering in the previous generation one. But overall, it rides pretty good. You know, this is still body on frame, so it's not going to be exactly a plush luxury car, but it's smooth and quiet. You don't really hear much going on outside the vehicle. Just a nice, comfortable place to be. Seats are really nice. The armrests are comfortable. Steering wheel and shifter are all in a great place. And it's really simple, especially with the climate control. It's just, you got the basics. You got some, you know, goodies like the ventilated seating. The current generation screen system is a little basic. Hopefully they put the new screen that we're seeing in the RAV4 just to give you a little bit nicer and more dynamic screen setup. But it's a pleasant place to be. Visibility is all really good. I like on the Sports, you can see that hood. It looks really cool. But mirrors all work very well. No digital rear view on this one. That should be an option though. I know at least on the Tacoma, the dual zone and that are part of the premium package. So a little interesting that the 4Runner doesn't have those two for being technically the same trim as a premium Tacoma. But yeah, it's smooth enough. It absorbs bumps very well. Drive modes do make a big difference. You know, eco mode makes it a bit more conservative, and then sport does sharpen it up over the normal mode. As far as acceleration from a roll, again, like, it's got the boost just to get you moving, which is really nice. And then even with the fifth window down, you don't get any wind buffeting or anything. So you're able to kind of get that extra airflow in here without any of the negatives. But the 4Runner's a good driving vehicle. It handles so much better than the old one. You don't have that crazy brake dive that the old ones had. Now again, I grew up with an 07 4Runner. That was the first car I ever drove legally, getting my permit. And then a 2016 4Runner a decade later. So I had a lot of experience in both of those vehicles, and they have a lot of body roll, a lot of brake dive, and they're not exactly fun to be in the backseat of. This, the chassis, the handling is just so much better to where it's just a nicer riding vehicle. It's a better handling and a driving vehicle too. It's just more engaging to drive, and they've done a good job just making it much better. Hitting some bumps, you know, hitting a massive bump like that, it's solid. There's nothing rattling, nothing creaking. You can tell this is a tough vehicle at the end of the day. It's a truck frame basically on an SUV. So again, I like how Toyota is keeping the 4Runner the way it should be, a body on frame SUV with that rugged character. All right, so moving on to my honest thoughts with the 2026 4Runner. Got the camera set up, and we'll just go up this little gravel section here. So I like the TRD Sport in general because my brother's got the off-road Tacoma. So you're gonna get the sway bar, the crawl control, locking diffs. That is a lot more geared for true off-roading. TRD Sport is more of, it looks really cool, doesn't really have the crazy off-road features. However, basic four-wheel drive system is kind of all you need for most people's use. So again, Toyota obviously offers a 4Runner that is going to fit everyone's taste, from a base model to the hybrids, the pros, the trail hunters, and then everything in between. So, and then you have the luxury one. You know, the limiteds are super nice with the adaptive suspension. So there is literally a 4Runner for anyone, and they've really broadened the spectrum to where you can get kind of luxury ones, base ones, or super rugged ones, or just cool looking ones. So this one's a good way to go. I think if you want, you know, just a nice normal design and layout, but you want it to look a lot cooler than just a basic SR5, this is probably what I would go with, or a limited, just because I'm not hardcore off-roading. I'm daily driving this on the street. But I like the overall layout of it. Everything works. It's simple in here. The seats are really nice. It's a good upgrade over the basic fabric seating. And again, when we talk about the performance, you know, it's not fast, but it gets up to speed pretty well. If you do want more power though, if you get the hybrid, you have instant EV torque, and that is very cool to experience. And I think the overall platform they give you, I don't really have any major driving complaints. Again, it drives so much better than the old ones. I have 20 years of experience with the old last two generations. And when I hop in this and say this thing drives so much better, I think I know what I'm talking about. But this is just a nicer place to be. It's so much better to drive. It's just really smooth. And for those who are on the fence with the 4-cylinder, obviously we know the old V6 was tried and true, bulletproof, 300,000 miles, not an issue. It's a newer engine, obviously, to have this turbo 4. However, when you drive it, you're gonna forget about that instantly because the power delivery, the 8-speed transmission, it is so much better with power delivery and smoothness and acceleration and just overall operation. You're gonna forget it's a 4-cylinder day one because it drives so much better. And like any Toyota, they have tested this engine to the max. I'm pretty confident it's gonna be just as reliable. 4Runner is still, I think, just a solid choice, and my only complaint with that, some of the materials like the hard plastic here, the only way to not have hard plastic up here is to get a Trail Hunter or a Pro. I really think if you have any of the premium trims, like this one, a Limited or anything, like this has to be a soft touch. I'm just a little tired of hard plastics. If this was soft touch, same with the dash, zero complaints whatsoever. But that is probably my only complaint with the 4Runner and Tacoma is just hard plastic in some areas. Aside from that, I like the layout, the tech, the way they drive is fantastic. Towing abilities are phenomenal in these, off-roading is phenomenal. We've done a lot of events with Toyota in the 4Runners, the Land Cruisers, the Tacomas, and they conquer it all out there. So it is just such a capable vehicle, and if you can just have a couple pieces of plastic in the vehicle, that is the only drawback. Other than that, it's just a really nice car. And I've always thought about this, if I wasn't so into the performance cars, as you all know, I got an M3 coming as my daily driver, I would have a 4Runner. I grew up with 4Runners, so I would have, if I wasn't into the sports cars, probably would have got my dad's old 4Runner years ago, and that would have been my car, and by now I probably would have been trading it in for a new 4Runner right now. So I would probably be a 4Runner guy if I wasn't into the performance cars. It's just a vehicle you can't go wrong with. But there you guys go, the 2026 TRD Sport Premium. I like the spec a lot, probably one that I would go for sure. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned for plenty more content, and I'll see you all in the next video.